Hello and welcome guys to a new episode on SportPredictorFanatic. Today we're going to predict the round 6 matchups that are going to be played in the Ligue. As always, we're first going to predict every match that is going to be played this weekend, and then we're going to get into the betting part. So with that, let's just get into it. We're first going to start with Auxerre against Brest. Auxerre are on 3 points after 5 matches, and with that are on a 16th spot. They won the first match, but the last 4 matches they all lost. Last weekend they did that in 3-2 against Montpellier. Brest are on 6 points after 5 matches, and with that are 11th. Last weekend they won 2-0 against Toulouse. Brest have also won the first game in the Champions League, which was of course played last week against Sturm Graz. The last time Auxerre and Brest have played each other was in 2023, where Brest got the win. The last time Auxerre actually won this matchup was in 2017. Since then, 2 draws and 4 wins for Brest. I think Brest have like the more steady team, especially the defense at the moment, where Auxerre are looking pretty bad in the defense at the moment. So because of that, I'm actually going to go for a Brest win. Then we have PSG against Rennes. Paris Saint-Germain have started the season off pretty great with 13 points from 5 Ligue 1 games, and with that, of course, are at the first place. Although it be shared with 2 other teams. They also did win in the Champions League against Girona last week. And last weekend was actually the draw they got in the Ligue, which was against Stade Reims. With that, PSG, of course, are still unbeaten this season. Rennes are on 7 points after 5 games in the Ligue, and with that are actually shared 7th. Last weekend, they had a 1-1 draw against Lens. Last season, PSG and Rennes played each other twice, with PSG winning away in the league and at home in the Coupe de France. But at home in the league, it actually was a draw. I of course think Paris Saint-Germain do have the better team here. Because of that and just the form they're both in at the minute, I think I'm going to go for a Paris Saint-Germain win. Then we have Lens against Nice. Lens are on 9 points after 5 games, and with that are 4th in the league. Lens earlier this year failed to qualify for the Conference League, but in the Ligue 1 they are yet to lose a game. They first got 2 wins and then 3 draws, with the last one being a 1-1 draw against Rennes, of course, last weekend. Nice are on 7 points after 5 games, and with that are shared 7th. Last weekend they won 8-0 against Saint-Etienne, but earlier this week they drew their Europa League game against Real Sociedad. Last season, Lens and Nice of course played each other twice, with actually Nice winning both matches. I think both teams are actually at the minute quite equal, and also the form is quite equal. I think Lens do have an edge because they play at home. And actually, because of that, I'm going to go for a Lens win. I actually think they have like pretty equal everything. So I think it's going to fall Lens' way this time around. Then we have Le Havre against Lille. Le Havre are on 6 points after 5 games, and with that are shared 10th. The last 2 matches they have played, they have lost. With last week, they lost with 3-1 against Monaco. Lille are on 7 points after 5 games, and with that they are shared 7th at the minute. Lille start the season with, of course, Champions League qualification, which they of course did. Then 2 wins in Ligue 1, but since then has lost the 2 Ligue 1 matches. And also lost in the Champions League last week against Sporting. And last weekend also drew against Strasbourg with a 3-3. Last season, Lille and Le Havre, of course, played each other twice, with Lille winning both matches. And actually, all last 8 matches between these two have been won by Lille. And I think Lille do once again have the strongest squad here, although the form is pretty bad at the minute. But I think they will climb out of this hole a little bit and finally get a win again. And I think Lille are going to get this win. So let's go. Then we have Monaco against Montpellier. Monaco are on 13 points after 5 games, and with that are shared first. Last week they also won their Champions League match against Barcelona. Although, of course, it was held by a red card by Barcelona, it's still a win. And last weekend they got a 3-1 win over Le Havre. With that, Monaco are still unbeaten this season. Montpellier are on 4 points after 5 games, and with that are shared 14th. Last weekend they did get a win over Auxerre with 3-2, and that was actually their first win in the Ligue this season. Last season, Monaco and Montpellier played each other twice, with Monaco winning both. I think Monaco are the clear favorites here, as they have got the better team and the better form, and because of that, I think Monaco are going to win pretty easily. Toulouse against Lyon is the next matchup, with Toulouse, who are at this moment on 5 points after 5 games, and with that are 13th. Toulouse did lose last weekend against Lens. Their opponents Lyon are on 4 points after 5 games, and with that are shared 14th. Last weekend they lost 3-2 against Marseille, which looked really bad. Of course, the score itself doesn't look bad, but Lyon were with 11 men against 10 after already 5 minutes. So they had like 90 minutes against 10 men, and they lost 3-2. So that's pretty bad. But they did win their match earlier this week against Olympiacos in the Europa League with 2-0. Last season, of course, Toulouse and Lyon played each other twice, with Lyon winning both matches. And actually, the last matchup between these two was won by Toulouse in 2014. Since then, 14 wins for Lyon and 2 draws. I think this will be one of the best opportunities for Toulouse to finally win against Lyon again. But as they are not in the best form either, and I think the squad of Lyon has a little bit of more class, I think Lyon will actually get the W again here. Then we have Nantes against Saint-Etienne. Nantes are on 8 points after 5 games, and with that are shared 5th. Last week they did get a draw against Angers. Saint-Etienne are on 3 points after 5 matches, and with that are shared 16th. Last weekend they lost 8-0 against Nice. Nantes and Saint-Etienne played each other for the last time in 2022, where it became a draw. The last 5 times these two have actually played each other at the Nantes stadium, must be said. Nantes won 3 times, and the other 2 wins were they drew 3 times, and the other 2 were actually won by Saint-Etienne. So that means Nantes have not won the last 5 home games against Saint-Etienne. But I think Saint-Etienne do have the better team here, and will finally get that win at home again against Saint-Etienne. So yeah, I'm going to go for a win for them. Then we have Angers against Reims. Angers are on 2 points after 5 games, and with that they are last. The last 2 matches they did get both points, so both were a draw, with last weekend a draw against Nantes. Reims are on 8 points after 5 games, and with that are shared 5th. Last weekend they did get a draw against PSG, which of course not bad. And I think they are the first to actually hold PSG of a win this season. The last time Angers and Reims have played each other was in 2023, where it became a draw. I think Reims do have the better team here, do have the better form at the minute here. So because of that, I'm going to go for a Reims win. Then we have Strasbourg against Marseille. Strasbourg are on 6 points after 5 games, and with that are shared 10th. Last 2 matches ended in a draw, with last weekend a 3-3 draw against Lille. Marseille are currently shared first in the league, with 13 points for 5 games, with last 3 games all won by them, with last weekend of course a win over Lyon. As said, really impressive, a red card in the 5th minute and still winning 3-2. Mental. But last season Strasbourg and Marseille of course played each other twice, with both actually ending in a 1-1 draw. And actually the last 4 matches between Strasbourg and Marseille have ended in a draw, which is pretty interesting actually. And actually, the last time Strasbourg won in 90 minutes was in 2005. 2005, yeah. Since then, 9 wins for Marseille and 10 draws. I think though that Marseille will extend this unbeaten streak, as they have looked like the way better team this season until now. So yeah, gotta go with Marseille there. And with that, we have predicted all the matches. So let's get into the betting part. Okay, what I'm going to do for the betting is I'm going to play it safe again. Yeah, as always, basically. Going to put 0.5 on doubles and trebles on these 5 matches. Brest to win their matchup, the odds for that is 2.53. Lens to win their matchup, the odds for that is 2.05. Lyon to win their matchup, the odds for that is 2.85. Reims to win their matchup, the odds for that is 2.21. And Marseille to win their matchup, the odds for that is 2.0. As said, I'm going to be putting 0.5 on trebles and doubles, and with that, put €10 in total. Yeah, please let me know what you think, because I'm actually curious what you think. What will happen this weekend? But for now, I want to thank you all for watching. Please have a good day, and I will see ya.